Good morning, Keystone students. It's Mrs. Abkis. I wanted to check in with you and send out this little video. I'm going to attempt to start doing more of that. I first want to say I miss you all so much, and I really look forward to when we get to go back to school and see each other again. During this time that we are not in school, I wanted to remind you to do some of those coping skills that we talked about earlier in the year. So think about those things that you identified as helping you to feel calm and relaxed. And when you're feeling those big emotions during this time, when you're feeling anxious or nervous or scared or sad, to remember to use those. So I encourage each of you to find a breathing technique that you liked. So some of you liked the rainbow breath or the figure 8 breathing, the pizza breathing, the candle breathing. Some of you had some ideas of your own on breaths that you could do. So when you're feeling those big emotions, start with those breaths. And then think about those activities that you identified. So some of you really enjoy writing or drawing, and doing those activities help you to feel calm. So use those during this time. Some of you enjoy listening to music or dancing or going outside or exercising, going to your safe place, going to your bedroom or a safe place in your house. So remember to do that when you're feeling those big feelings during this time. I also want to challenge you to do 5 things every day. So the first one, I want you to talk about your feelings. So find that adult in your house that you can talk to, and every day do a check-in and tell that adult how you're feeling and why. Number 2, I challenge you to go outside every day, even if it's cold or even if it's raining. Dress for it. Go outside, get some fresh air, get some sunshine, and you'll feel a little bit better. I know I do. Number 3 is read. So even if you don't do any of the activities that are on Seesaw or any other practice during this time, spend a little bit of time reading, even if it's something that you've already read before. Maybe you could read to a younger sibling, you could read to a pet, you could read to a parent, you could read to yourself, but spend some time every day reading. Number 4 is exercise. So do what you like to do to be active. So maybe that is running around in the backyard. Maybe it's doing jumping jacks. Maybe it's jumping rope. Maybe it's riding a bike or riding a scooter, playing with a pet. But do something active every single day. And number 5 is one of my favorites, be kind. Do something kind. So think about all of those random acts of kindness that we came up with a few weeks ago, and do at least one of them every single day. So some ideas are doing a chore around the house without being asked, saying something kind to someone, maybe a family member or a friend, saying something to make them feel special, calling a relative. So many of us are stuck at home, so maybe calling a grandparent or an aunt or an uncle or a friend would make their day. Wave at a neighbor. So we know we're not supposed to get very close to people, but you could wave and yell hello, and that would make someone feel special. You could write a note to someone. You could draw a picture for someone. That could be someone in your house. You could mail it to someone, maybe someone in a nursing home, maybe a family member. And just tell someone that you love them. Those are just a few examples of the many, many different ideas that you guys had for random acts of kindness. So I am going to attempt to get on here more often. I just got set up. So I'm going to try to have some stories to read to you in the future. But for today, I have a separate video that I'm going to post. It's one of my favorite authors, Julia Cook, is going to read Wilma Jean the Worry Machine. I think it's sideways. I don't think that I can change that, but it's still a good book, and she has an activity for you to do afterwards, where you think about all of the things that maybe cause you worry or anxiety, and narrow it down to the things that you can control. And if they aren't things that you can do anything about, then you have to just let them go and not worry about them. But those things that we can control, we want to control. So things like our attitude and our efforts and what we do every day to take care of ourselves. So again, Bobcats, I miss you very much, and I really look forward to seeing you soon, and I hope you enjoy the book that I'm going to post here shortly. I'm also going to post an activity. It's 30 acts or 30 things you can do for your emotional health. And so these are things, if you want to try to do a few of them every day, if you can try to get all of them done at least one time by the time that we get together, I would love to hear about how that went for you. So I'm going to attach that as a document if you want to look at that or print it off or just find a few that you can do today. All right, I look forward to seeing you soon. Make it a great day.